I read about you guys doing a Hellions Hotline. Was that to like connect with your fans on a different level? I just thought that was a really interesting thing to kind of do. Did you get some really weird texts or comments?
No, like it's like, I don't know, like there was probably like, maybe one, I don't know.
There was a few weird ones, but they were, for the most part, it was...
We purely set that up as a platform just to connect in a different way, I guess. And you know, some people can be, I guess, maybe feel embarrassed to put it on the internet or something like that. And it's a more direct line to speak to us.
Speak to you guys.
And it is speaking to us direct as no one else. Like
we just pass around the phone.
Exactly, like
over
everyone takes the
the
phone.
few weeks.
Yeah.
That's such a beautiful way, I think, to connect to your fans. I guess it's interesting for me, I'm a little bit older and I grew up in a time where you didn't have direct contact with the bands that you love, and there seems to be endless ways now you can connect with fans through social media, but this is even taking it to another level.
Exactly, yeah, and I think it's, for us, they've given us so much as well, and I guess
like you were thankful for that.
Yeah, and just to connect in that way is great.
It's nice to have a direct line, I guess, to like people. It's cool. I know, and it's nice to be able to give them a direct line to us. It kind of like took off a little bit more than we anticipated. I was kind of like, this will be chill. I'm just going to sit here and reply to messages for.
Was it actually one of your personal numbers, or did you have like?
No,
we bought a burner. Yeah.
That's so cool. What I noticed is there seems to be, I guess, an emotional vulnerability in a lot of the theatrical stuff that you do, which is really cool. Is that important to be open and, I guess, vulnerable to your fans? Like, is that something, a conscious thing that you're like, we want to show that vulnerability so then our fans can connect to that?
It's I think it's natural, and but it's an important thing to us. We do push that. It does come to us naturally, but we do want to sort of enhance that part of the music.
We have, I guess, very strong relationships within ourselves as well, so I think that's why it's, I guess, a natural feeling. We're very close.
We're quite open and close with each other, and it just naturally comes out, especially when we're, Matt does a lot of the skeleton work of the songs, and he'll bring it to us, and that it kind of comes together.
I think from my perspective, as I'm a little bit outside this scene and looking in and seeing that response in men sharing emotions and vulnerability is such a positive thing in this day and age.
Absolutely.
I think it's one of the most...
We've seen each other cry, we've seen each other go through stuff.
We've been through very dark shit together.
And the fact that you can be open and honest about that, I think, is inspiring for fans so that they can do it, because we have such huge issues with mental health in this country.
Yeah.
And
that's important to us, is the sense of community that the band has. I guess we didn't even really intend for that to be the case, I guess, but it feels so natural that people that listen to our band feel involved in our band, and they're all involved together along with us.
Well, I guess if it's natural to you guys, then that's just going to be natural for you.
And you can learn so many new things off anyone, and having those connections,